Okay, sorry, let me readjust my camera real quick. I had to restart my camera. Okay, so I just finished flooding all of my cookies except for my Christmas tree up there that you can see. Now, I have this much white left, so I won't be using anything for detail, but that's kind of okay because you don't really need a whole lot of white detail. So you can use your red and your green and your black for detail. You have plenty of black because the only thing that you used your black for was the snowman hat. So you just have a little bit of icing, and I was very liberal with my icing. And I used all of my brown, but I also did 2 cookies with my brown because I wanted to make sure that I had enough as I was bagging icing. So I just finished flooding this, and I kind of want to add a sprinkle or something to it. So I think I'm actually going to add some stars to the top just to give it a little something. Now you can add whatever detail you want if you want detail, or you can add some sprinkles. Sprinkles are always fun. So I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'm going to work on my Christmas tree. And I have a really cute way of using the Christmas tree. I need to cut my bag because my hole is super small still. So I'm going to cut my bag, not too big, but enough that I can flood this without it taking forever. Let me adjust my camera real quick. This is my first time using this as a video, like a camera for my videos, so please bear with me. Okay, so I have my tree, and I'm just going to start flooding the whole thing. Now I know some people like to flood in sections, so they'll flood the top of the tree first, and then the middle, and then so forth. I personally like to do a thick outline and then just keep it going. Now take your time. I am obviously moving faster because I do this every day, but take your time. You don't want it to overflow, and you want to make sure you're giving out a good amount of icing. So I'm just going to go back through and fill in all of that, move all of that icing to those spots that you might have missed with your piping bag, which again is completely fine if you miss it. And then I had a little spot there, so I'm just going to fix that, and I'm going to clean my scribe. You guys will have toothpicks. So my tree is completely flooded. So now I want to take my red icing, and this is another wet on wet, so I'm just going to go like this, and I'm just going to give it some little detail before I put some sprinkles on there to act like ornaments. So I'm going to do that. That will settle as it dries. And then I want to put, what do I want to put? I think I want to put a star at the top. Just be careful when you're putting your sprinkles on, because if you have too much icing and you push it down on the edge, it will make your icing overflow. So just be careful with that. And then I'm just going to put some candy canes. Just some fun little treats on your Christmas tree. And I don't know if you can tell by the way the icing looks, but it has almost completely settled into the green. And I think I'm going to try and find some of these little red balls. once again, I'm just adding a little something. Now this is typically after the flooding in my classes, I kind of stop instruction because this is when the creativity comes out. This is when my students can kind of do whatever they want with their cookies and make them their own. And I just start answering questions at that point. Now, unfortunately, because I'm not there, I can't answer any questions in person, but you will all have a business card from me. So please feel free to send me an email with any questions you may have, and I will get back to you promptly. I'm pretty good about answering emails. I think that might be it for my little Christmas tree. It's a cute little Christmas tree. Okay, so I'm going to carefully move this. I'm going to grab my broken gingerbread man. That's okay. I have another one. Yes, please be careful when you're moving cookies. Grabbing by arms or legs will break your cookie. So I have just a little bit of white left. So I'm just going to add the little white lines. Like that. You can take your black and make little eyeballs. And then I always like to take a little white dot on either eye, and it just kind of gives it a little bit of character. And then maybe a side smirk. You can add really anything if you want to add some. You can do some hearts. And there's your gingerbread man. He's pretty cute, huh? I might put a little dollop of icing on the back of my star. Let's see if I can put this on there. And there's little Gingy. Your angel you can do with, however you want to do any of that. If you want to write Merry Christmas or anything like that, that one is definitely completely up to you guys. Yeah, use that one however you wish. So I'm going to take my black and just make little eyes on my snowman and his black buttons, and then I just very carefully, without a lot of pressure, will do this. And while you guys don't have orange for his nose, you do have some colorful, let's see, you have some colorful sprinkles. Sorry, I could not think of the name of them. Let's see if I can get this on there. Mine's kind of a mess because sprinkles and nails are hard to handle. Okay, sorry about that. How about we do this? We put a little dot here, and then there's that. Now you can add a scarf if you want to. Whatever you want to do. You just take your green. make a little scarf. You can add some holly to his hat. If you want to add holly to his hat, make sure you're doing this while it's still wet, or just add a little dollop of black icing at the base of wherever you want it. And you can add some sprinkles and make a little holly. Hopefully you guys have better luck with sprinkles than I do. So there's our little snowman. And in between all of this, I'm moving at a faster speed just so I can get through this video and kind of just show you. But I typically will flood a cookie and then, like the gingerbread man, I will flood the gingerbread man and then wait 10 minutes and let that kind of crust over on the top so that it's not doing that wet on wet effect. So I'm going to take red, and snowflakes have really become my favorite. So I just do, this is an easy design. I just do a dollop and drag and then end with a dollop. And I do that on all of the pieces or all of the snowflake parts. So just like a dollop, slide, dollop. So that's the gist of it. So then I take my dollop and pull it down. Dollop and pull it down. And I do that on all sides. And you can turn your cookie as you're doing this. And then I'm just going to take my scribe and kind of settle down the end pieces right here. And then I'm going to take my green and just do dots. And you guys have plenty of red and green and black, so definitely use it and make your own designs and whatnot. So that's that one. And really the only other thing left is the Santa hat, if you want to add any detail. And the angel. And like I said, my class will typically last 2 to 3 hours, and that's with flooding and then giving it time to rest. So I'm not letting this rest really in between. I'm just kind of going with the flow just to get the video down so you guys can understand everything. So, please feel free to email me if you have any questions. I am available all the time. I typically always have my phone with me, so please feel free. Also, thank you so much for coming. I just want to do a little heart right here. I think that's cute. Thank you so much for coming and taking this class. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I really hope you guys enjoy it, but also please send me pictures of your class. I'm super sad I couldn't be there, but with sick little ones, I have to choose mom life first. So I hope you guys have so much fun, enjoy everything, send me photos, and last but not least, please eat your cookies and enjoy them and be proud of what you make, even if it's just covered in icing. The best part is that you can hide whatever you don't like. So I will send all of these videos to Peggy, somehow. There's some that are pretty long. And I will take a good picture so that you can see what I did. And yeah, happy holidays and Merry Christmas.